Right on this computer. All right, it should be doing the recording in progress. Awesome, thank you. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to our February meeting of the Foster Youth Council. Let me share our agenda. So today's agenda is brief, and I lied. It's at 11:30, la la la. But we're all here, so it worked out. So today we'll do introductions, we'll address any issues of concern. We'll get some updates from PUSD, but not from Mr. Stanley. Ms. Avalos will be stepping in. And if anyone from special education is here, that would be amazing, and they can help us out telling us what's going on over there. A couple of committee updates, and then announcements going forward. So we'll start with introductions. And now I have to find the little window to stop screen share so I can see everyone's face. So, good morning. I'm Lily Bartenstein. I am the chair of the Foster Youth Council and a caregiver. I've adopted my son, so I no longer have an open case in my home, but that is how I landed in this spot. So I have a 11th grader at PHS. I'm just gonna go around the boxes. Mr. Than.
Hi, my name is Ruth Ann All. I'm a retired Pasadena Unified School District after 20 years in special ed and still a part of my heart there. Support foster youth whenever I can, wherever I can.
Thank you for being here, Ruth Ann. Lillian.
Hi, my name is Lillian, and I'm the early intervention specialist for our youth and foster care here at PUSD.
Thank you for being here. Miss Gloria.
Hi, I'm Gloria Clark. I have a I'm sorry, I hate talking out. Foster child who's 11 years old.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sierra.
I am Sierra Jaswick, and I am one of the program directors for CYFC.
Thank you for being here, Sierra. And is it Haley or?
Yes.
Yes.
I am Haley Coda. I'm the school psychologist at CIS Academy. I hope it's okay that I'm crashing this meeting. My principal.
You are invited.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I haven't been
public
to
meeting.
one of these
Thank you for being
meetings yet, but my administrator, Mr. Torres, had shared the invite with me, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Ms. Mendoza, Angela.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Mendoza. I work for the Pasadena Unified School District foster youth team. So I work with Lillian Avalos as well. I work in the high school side. So getting to know the students and holding sessions to kind of teach them like life skills. That's my goal.
Thank you. Jeff?
Hi, everyone. Jeff Albert. I use he, him pronouns. I'm with Collaborate Pasadena and glad to be here.
Thank you. Scott?
Hey, everybody. Scott Harden, PUSD parent and chair of the LCAP Parent Advisory Committee.
Thank you, Scott. Vanessa?
Vanessa Perez. I am educational liaison for one of the local SGRTPs.
Thanks, Vanessa, for being here. Jasmine.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Harris, and I am the community liaison for the Family and Community Engagement Office.
Awesome. And then I have Mia Williams. Is that you?
Yes, I'm Mia Williams with Director of Community Engagement here with Foothill Family Services.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Francesca?
Everyone, I'm Francesca Ocasio. My pronouns are they, she. I'm the Foster Youth Programs Manager at Planned Parenthood, Pasadena, San Gabriel Valley.
Thank you. And Jennifer Hawley.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, School Board Trustee. Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Jennifer. Okay. So our next item on our agenda is if any of our caregivers have any issues of concern that they'd like to raise, that'll be our next thing on the list. I don't have anything this time. I don't know if anyone else has anything that they want to bring forward. That was quick. Okay, cool. Updates from PUSD. What you got for us, Ms. Avalos?
Sure. Okay, so Mr. Stanley did have me relay some of these updates for you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. But Mr. Stanley and I have been meeting with STRTPs individually to establish like better relationships with them and figure out how we can help one another with things that we can both improve on or like any issues that we may have. So kind of bringing it out to the table and fixing what we can and kind of, you know, moving forward with better servicing our students. So that's what we're doing with STRTP. And then this month we did have our Alliance for Children's Rights meeting, and we focused on enrollment process and how to address STRTP concerns that we did come across during our meetings regarding immediate enrollment and the accuracy of placing students based on their IEPs. So just kind of figuring out how we can better support students in that aspect and work alongside the special ed department so we can get more successful placements, I would say. And then we did have so Angela and our youth and foster care counselor John helped Teresa Reed organize a PCC campus tour, and the team did a great job at chaperoning our students, and they provided lunch. There was guest speakers. There was information regarding resources and other great opportunities for the students.
So I did have one question about that because my kid went on that trip.
Sure.
And I was wondering if there were any physical or digital resources that could be shared with me, because his feedback was that there were too many words and he stopped processing. So if there's anything that can be shared with caregivers, I think that would be helpful too.
Sure. I'll have Angela send over any resources that that she did get, because I unfortunately wasn't able to attend. But she was there, so any resources that she has, I'll make sure to have her share with you guys.
Yes. He gets to a point where he stops listening, being, you know.
No, understandably. I think they kind of did like a poll at the end to see like what worked and what didn't. And I think that's something that even our own team members felt was an issue, was that it was just like information bombing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a lot for a lot for a short amount of time.
Cool.
So that's like something. So yeah, if she has resources, I'll have her share them with you guys.
Thank you so much.
But other than that, the students did very well. They were very well behaved. They took in the information, and they're very excited to hear about all the support that they would have if they do attend PCC, and all the monies that are available for them to, you know, benefit from.
Great.
So that was very well executed, and it was our first PCC tour. So obviously there's room for improvement for our next one. So okay, and then we have two more updates. We're still getting details about there's a LACO training. They're sponsoring this training, and it's the Foster Youth Summit in Sacramento, and they are going to be paying for it completely for students and for us to go out and attend these trainings and connect to other resources and kind of just network with other districts. And we're still debating on if we will be going as a team or if we're going to be participating, and if we will be taking students. We're still kind of getting a little more of a logistics of how students are going to be, you know, taken care of when they're out there and being like, you know, watched to make sure there's no AWOLing or incidents happening.
It's all, there's so much that goes into any sort of travel with our kids. So.
Yeah. So there's still
judges
getting
approvals, etc. So
correct. So they're still trying to see if that's something we want to have students do, or if maybe we want to kind of not do it just yet. So we're
do one little pilot yourselves and then see.
Correct. So I think that's where we're going towards, but it's still in the works.
Awesome.
And then our last update is that we are 90% FAFSA completion with our youth and foster care.
Oh, great. Awesome.
So yeah.
Cool. And then there was one one of the things that I asked about last time was about becoming an educational surrogate or a ed rights holder. Did we get anywhere on how that process works for me?
Oh, for you.
Or anyone, but me in particular.
Yeah. So I'm not sure exactly how it works. So this past month, I've had to look for two of them
Okay.
for one of our students, for a few students. And what ended up happening was I had to contact, what is it? Friends in Need? Friends in
Simply
Need?
Friends.
Simply
Friends is
Friends,
a
there you
partner
go.
organization that does that
Okay.
work. Yeah.
So that's who I had to contact for our students. But as for like becoming our our district one, I have not. I can follow up with Mr. Stanley for that.
Please do, because previously we had a system for PUSD providing those educational surrogates.
Yeah.
So and then if it would be more expedient for me to call Paul at Simply Friends and just end up on their roster, I can also do that. I just want to make sure I maintain the technicalities of my eligibility to run this committee.
Yeah.
Also I want to help, but you know.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Cool.
Okay. I'll follow up with Mr. Stanley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lily, can I offer just a quick little feedback on that? We were recently exploring a surrogate through the district, and I thought that the process was just like, hey, we need a surrogate and we need to just kind of assign somebody. What I learned through the educational liaisons from LACO is that even now, if the district is assigning a surrogate, it still has to go through a process for foster youth. So
Sure.
what it is that they still have to complete a JV 535, assigning that. They still have to walk it onto court. They still have to go make it formal and then brought back to the district. And then we can move forward with that. So I think it's as simple as just identifying somebody that you could and then getting it to the educational liaison.
Right.
And the worker to walk it on, and it can happen.
Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, I was assuming that it would have to go through court, but I didn't know. I think maybe previously it didn't, but it would make
Correct.
Yeah.
I just
It would
learned
make
this. I
sense
was
that it
surprised
would.
about it too. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Great. Awesome. I'm making a note. Cool. Great. Do we have anyone from special ed today? I don't think we were able, I don't think that Mr. Stanley held back, and I know, or heard back from them, and I know that there have been some switches in that department.
I am technically in the special education world, but I don't have that much background information as to what the switches pertain and how that will look for the special education department.
But we'll wait until next month, and I will follow up with Dr. Blanco and make sure that we get whoever is the new leadership component to come to our next meeting. Awesome. CYFC, how are you guys doing?
Hi, we're doing great. Everything is moving smoothly, and we're gaining more and more students with the outreach that we're doing. And so we are also hiring new people to come on board. And so everything is kind of going in a great direction. So we're super excited.
And can you remind me what sites you're on at this point?
For me,
for our PUSD, which of our PUSD schools?
It is the, one second, because remember, I'm fairly new, so you'll have to forgive me.
No worries.
So currently, okay, that's for Pasadena. So we're over Pasadena High, John Muir, Rose City, and Marshall.
Okay, great. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Let me see what else. So next thing on my agenda was committee updates. We had a roadmap advisory council meeting last month and we talked about the last 2 pillars worth of content. I didn't really have a chance to put in a whole lot of feedback on that meeting. And then I'm not sure when our next one will be. There was something on the calendar for later this week and it went away. So I will wait for further updates on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be meeting with Robert later today about that, and maybe I'll have an update.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So next Roadmap Advisory Council, TBD. We do have an LCAP PAC meeting next week, right, Scott?
Yes, we do. We have one on Wednesday. It is at 6 p.m. open to the public. And we'll be looking at diving deeper into the new LCAP cycle and some of the recommended actions ahead for that, as well as hopefully metrics and a bevy of other things. So we're developing the agenda as we speak, and all are welcome.
Thank you. The LCAP survey is also open. I'm gonna just put the link in the chat. It's not much better than it was last year, although we did try to make feedback improvements and it is still largely the same, I feel, as it was.
You had a lot to do with that. So not it being the same, the improvements.
I tried to write some notes, but they didn't seem to get through to Hanover. So we'll see what happens next year. But those of us who are caregivers and have kids in care that can complete that survey, that's valuable feedback for the district and for those of us on the LCAP PAC who want to demonstrate the needs that we'd like to fill and also the tremendous value that the youth and foster care team, which has been funded through the LCAP, is providing to our students. So if any of you have other friends also to share that with who are caregivers, trying to get some of that survey response up would be helpful, I think, because it's easier to say, hey, we really need this when a bunch of us also say that in a survey. So that, I don't remember when it closes. I think it closes this week. If I'm
I think it's at the end of the week, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's extended.
So we have a little bit of of time left on that. And I know we're very early on our agenda, but
We're efficient.
I mean, we just don't have any big issues of concern to figure out this week. So that helps. So I think we are at announcements. So the next meeting for this group will be on March 12th at 6 p.m. It will be hybrid. And I am considering, just based on attendance of our meetings, I'm considering just continuing in daytime slots as I start thinking forwards to next year, because I feel like it's a lot easier for all of our staff and professional teams to attend in the daytime. So that'll be something that we consider as we move into our next year's planning. And let's see what anyone else has. Jennifer, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So I made some notes from the last meeting, and one of them I haven't, I'd like to talk about it maybe in the next meeting. There was a concern about special education and inclusion and its effects on foster youth, or some concerns about that. I wrote it down. I don't know who said it, but this is something I would like to talk about next month, and maybe we can have Dr. Blanco or somebody here to talk about it. I also that Dr. Blanco and I are going to be speaking about inclusive practices at the California Department of Education conference on March 7th.
Okay, great.
We can do a little update on that also.
Cool, that would be great. Awesome, Scott?
Yes, just a quick plug because it's everything I think about. The PUSD Science Fest is March 16th. Not in 2023, it's in 2024. It wasn't last year.
In the future, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going back in time.
Cool.
But it's 12 to 5. It's going to be the most amazing science, technology, engineering, robotics, medicine, and health It's at John Muir Early College Magnet. Please do come. It's free, open to the public. And you can check it out at pusdsciencefest.org.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other announcements?
I have one. As always, we're at Planned Parenthood Pasadena, San Gabriel Valley. We're doing online sex ed classes for youth in foster care to complete their SB 89 requirements, which for folks who don't know is that all youth in foster care have to have sex ed by the time they get to 8th grade and another time by 12th grade. We also provide professional development for STRTP staff to fulfill their SB 89 requirements. So we're available for that. You can reach out to me if folks have questions.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. I don't even know. I have a whole pile of flyers that I got from Allison Crawford at LACO. So I will drop those in the chat. I haven't read them yet. But I will make sure that everyone on this call at least has access to them. And Jasmine, what did you have for us?
Thank you. I did go ahead and drop our upcoming summer resource event that is happening this Thursday in the chat, as well as the direct link to register. It is a quick casual resource event, just kind of helping parents and families and guardians get prepared for that summer break. And it is a ways away. However, we know that there is a preference to plan and kind of figure out what recreation programs or academic programs people will be doing over the summer. So from 6 to 7 this Thursday at Franklin Elementary, we will be there and just having different summer resources and programs, both recreational and academics, as well as free summer workbooks for everyone who attends. So just wanted to share that.
Awesome. Thank you. And what did Jeff drop? What did you drop in the chat, Jeff?
I just got some flyers from DCF stuff last week about FERS.
About FERS,
So,
yes.
yeah, so I don't know if you have the current flyers or not. So I just
Cool.
threw them
Thank you. I can throw some of those up onto my resource page too.
Okay.
Cool. Hey. Anything else? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna be in and out in 30 minutes. I can go do my work notes. Anybody else have anything for today? All right. Great. I think that's all I have then. Oh, more things are appearing in the chat. What you got for us, Angela?
Sorry, I was
Oh.
getting it all together. So back to the PCC event.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was hosted by the EOP and S, which and it falls under with the STARS program. So just like kind of a little kind of background. So the STARS program started at PCC and then PUSD adopted it. So we work really well with we're developing more of a relationship with the EOP and S program at PCC. So they shared like it was a lot of information, don't get me wrong, but I think it got like a lot of kids excited because it was mostly 10th and 11th graders who went. Sorry, 11th and 12th graders. So I think it got them excited to like know that there was so much support that they offer for youth in foster care. From like kind of like every single time that they go to see a counselor, they get a gift card. They even offer vouchers to go watch to go to a laundromat like across the street. They mentioned that there was gonna be like housing coming to PCC like across the street. So I think that there was a lot of things coming. But EOP and S, which is like the Next Up program, they have a lot to offer for their students. You do have to be enrolled though. I think the requirement's like only like one class that they need to take. So it doesn't need to be full-time. But if you want like the whole shebang of like financial aid and everything, does have to be a full-time student. But those are some resources that I got from their website. The Lancer program, they have a food pantry. They're on campus, the Lancer pantry. And then as well as the another presenter came from CORE, so formerly incarcerated students could get receive a lot of support from the core program.
Yes,
As it
I received a keychain necklace from the core program,
Hmm.
a lanyard. And he got one to keep in his pocket as decoration, accessorize. So he brought me one home, which was great. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I think that is it for this month in that case. Thanks everyone for being here. And let me know if there's anything else between now and our next meeting in March.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Hey, Lily, I do
Bye.
see the invite is still there for Friday, but I see that you declined it.
I saw it was canceled, so let me go look.
When did you get notification of that?
I don't get notifications. I just have to find things on my Google Calendar. So that's my journey. So let
I'm
me
there. Well, I'm going to meet with Robert to go because I'm presenting the dashboard stuff.
got it.
So
Let me go look and I'll see if I can.
I mean, there's people that have accepted it, so I think it's
Yeah.
still it's at 1 p.m. It's up in
At 1 p.m.
69.
Okay. Yeah,
I-
I'm teaching then, so I'm not at all available. So okay, cool. So then I guess it is still happening. It's just
Yeah, 1 to 3.
just completely conflicting.
I was looking at 9 and that was the wrong time. So
Yeah.
it was at
It's
9
been-
last time.
And then we're meeting tomorrow afternoon. Is that true? You and me and whoever?
Well, now Robert's canceling today. Let's see.
I'm gonna go ahead and close you out, Gloria. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
Because we're
Thank
just
you.
talking about random.
Sorry, Gloria, but I'm
That's okay.
crying.
Thank
You need to
you.
cry.
Bye.
All right, so he wants to now meet, let's see, he wants to meet me tomorrow at 11.